You know, there are times that I struggle to think of something to write about or to talk about. And there are times like now when I have so much to say and so much to write about, I do nothing and basically just let it all stew in my head because I know I need to get my thoughts organized. And so I'm going to do that this weekend. It's Friday as I'm recording this, but I at least wanted to get one thing out there while it's still relatively fresh in my head. And instead of using my own charting platform or writing a long essay, I'm just using these futures charts here. This is particularly the ES, the S&P 500 futures, just to talk through the past couple of weeks and really reflect upon what we've been through, because it's been an extraordinary shift in a 2-week period, and it warrants discussion. I also realized, although I have no ads on my site, and the vast majority of people on the site are there for free, the reason I work so hard for nothing for so many people is because I just enjoy this way too much. I enjoy writing more than I do asking to be paid to write. And so I'm in a particularly good mood now about creating content because there's so much going on and these are such interesting times we're in right now. Sadly, I don't always feel like this. So let's just talk about the ES. I've purposely dialed this chart back, and these are 1 hour bars, to 3 weeks ago. 3 to 4 weeks ago. And at the time, we had kind of burned off the Fibonacci retracement up around, I don't even remember what it was at, like 4150 or so. Somewhere below 4200 thereabouts. And we were beginning this descent. Down and down and down. And this is the line at the time I was so obsessed with. This was a few weeks ago. Because we had always been above this line ever since the October 13 bottom. And we threatened it and it bounced. And up we went. And we started working lower and it bounced. So you see support, support. And then finally, glory be, and this was, I guess, 3 Wednesdays ago, we broke it. Subtly at first, and then we really started to get down there. So this was very exciting. And I did posts about this, and I talked about this, very, very exciting stuff. And we challenged the line, and doggone it, went above it. And kept getting stronger. And this is very discouraging because I thought once we were below this thing, we had, broken it. But instead, on a couple of Thursdays, this is again about 12 trading days ago. Thursday, we went up, up, up. Friday, we went up, up, up. And then Sunday opens up, and we go up, up, up. And Monday, we shoot higher. In fact, we get higher than we've been in quite a few days and starting to approach 4,200 again. And this was, if we dialed back the post to then, this is when, if you looked at my comments, I was just like at peak despair. It was just like, screw all of this. We're never going to get back to our bear market. This is disgusting. And naturally, that was the time to short everything under the sun. Because I was like, honestly, just ready to quit. Just ready to absolutely give up, close the account, just surrender. And of course, that was the millisecond when things started to weaken a bit. And so when Monday ended, I wasn't feeling great, but at least we didn't like close at the high or something like that. We eased a little bit away from that peak right there, but nothing to write home about. Now, this begins the week that, little known to anybody, Silicon Valley Bank was about to get killed. But nobody was talking about that or thinking about that or anticipating that. So, Tuesday, we got a nice plunge. I don't even remember why, and God knows it doesn't matter. It fell, and that's a good thing. So Tuesday, we fell hard. And our old friend, the trend line, was back in play. And he was acting as support, it seems now. Support, support, support. And hey, what's going on here on Wednesday? A little bit of teasing there. Oops, starting to chip away a little bit. Oh my goodness gracious me, look at Thursday. Now, I suppose, and again, it doesn't matter, but I suppose maybe the whole SVB thing was starting to rear its head, because this is a big fall. And we blasted right. And I do distinctly remember back here, talking about, oh, if we can only break this low, if we can get below that, because remember, this is the, I'm going to quit, I hate trading, I hate everything, goodbye everybody. This was the peak. And when we got to here, I was thinking, oh, if there's just some way we could break below that low right there. And bang, there it goes, So from Thursday to Thursday, this happened. So we went just blasting lower, just collapsing here. I mean, this is over 100 points, just those couple of bars right there. Down, down, down we go, lower and lower and lower. So this is when it started getting fun. And then Friday, and this is, I guess, when SVB really kicked in, and we fell hard and started to get kind of some crazy trading right here. Now, let's back up, because I'm getting ahead of myself. Getting way ahead of myself. So we closed last Friday quite weak. And that was 1 day, was 1 week ago as of this recording. We closed very, very weak. So we'd taken out these lows, SVB was in trouble, da-da-da-da-da. Now we get to the meat of this. I was very concerned on this day, because I know how those bastards in Washington, D.C. operate. And I was thinking, what are they going to come up with? What little plan are they going to do to save the day? Worry. Because I just had, this little chunk of time here, these 4 days did miracles for my portfolio. But I was thinking, those sons of bitches, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? And sure enough, they did something. Now, that old biddy, Janet Yellen, said on Sunday morning, we're not going to do any bailouts. And then a few hours later, here's the bailout and some fresh oatmeal cookies. And so everyone got all excited, because Yellen and Powell, they all conspired to save the day and inject hundreds of billions of dollars, we now know, into the banking system, and to come up with this ridiculous BTFP plan. And so they announced this on Sunday, of course, right when the market opened, the bastards. And we shot higher. And this is when I was pissed off, because I was thinking to myself, those fuckers, they've done it again, and they've bailed out their buddies, and we're never going to get out of this. This is going to be manipulated until they can't do it anymore, and who knows how many more years that'll be. So we went flying higher on this, and I was so mad and so heartsick. So miracle number one of the week appeared when I woke up terrified on Monday morning, and with shaking hands looked at my iPhone to see, just were we up 100 on the ES, were we up 200 on the ES, were we up 300 on the ES? No, we were actually red. And I was just about to pray to whatever God had just done this, because I could not believe my eyes that we were actually down in the face of a bailout. And so Monday was a perfectly good day. It was a hell of a lot better than I was fearing. Tuesday came along, and there was some recovery there. There's some strength. The worst is behind us. Everything's going to be fine. And this was looking to me, you can see right here, this was looking to me like they were building a bullish base. And maybe we had seen the lows on Monday. Miracle number 2 took place when I woke up on Wednesday and the market was down again. And I was very worried here, because this would have been an ideal place for a rocket launch from this base. But instead on Wednesday, it fell and wrecked that pattern. At least it damaged it really badly. And then Thursday came along. And of course on Thursday, the excitement really welled up, because it turns out that $2 trillion had been pledged to the banking system from the U.S. $50 billion from Switzerland just for their failure, Credit Suisse. And so we did, in fact, break above this level. And there was tremendous excitement and tremendous relief. And this low still held. And that was very sad. And so, as of the end of Thursday, they had achieved this bullish breakout. And I'd backed off. Down here, I dialed back from like 0% cash to 33% cash. I went very light for me. And so, Thursday night / Friday morning, I kept reassuring myself, you're a lot safer, you're a lot safer, you're a lot safer. You don't have any short-term options. You've got a ton of cash. You're a lot safer, you're a lot safer. And bang, this breakout failed, which is great news. And we come to this moment. So these lows are still very much in place, but this bullish breakout has failed. And I hate to drag you through my emotional ups and downs, and I was thinking this when I was in bed and all this other stuff, who cares? But, I've always thought of charting as this act of like, you've never seen the Mona Lisa before, and someone with a white sheet of cardboard holds it in front of the Mona Lisa and just like a centimeter at a time kind of reveals this thing to you. And that's what we can, with retrospect, look at stuff like this with. So even though this doesn't look crazy bearish, even though this doesn't look like any sort of like wipeout or anything, this was an amazing 2 weeks for me. Incredibly profitable and very exciting. And I'll just close to explain why it's exciting. It's one simple reason. Maybe those fuckers in the government can't do this anymore. Maybe with all their trillions of dollars and all their bailouts and all their helping their friends out, it is not working anymore because the market has too many problems for them to fix. Would that be glorious? So I'll leave you with that thought. Next week is going to be really interesting, and I'm looking forward to it.